guys, it's Cece, and today I am here to share a review with you. And the book that I'm going to be reviewing for you today is Three Truths and a Lie by Brent Hartinger. This is an ARC that was sent to me by Simon Schuester in exchange for an honest review. I did request it, and I will be giving an honest review. This book comes out tomorrow, August 2nd, and so that is when you can look for it, and it is queer lit, own voices, the main character is gay, and the author's gay, so yes. Let me jump into this book a little bit. Okay, so first of all, the plot. This book follows four friends. The main character is Rob, there is his boyfriend Liam, Liam's best friend Mia, and Mia's boyfriend Galen. And they go up to Mia's parents' cabin for a weekend and things don't go very well. It is called Three Truths and a Lie because there are three truths and a lie on the back, which I'm just gonna read to you. So, truth number one, Rob is thrilled about the weekend trip. It's the perfect time for him to break out of his shell, to be the person he really, really wants to be. Truth number two, Liam, Rob's boyfriend, is nothing short of perfect. He's everything Rob could have wanted. They're perfect together. Perfect. Truth number three, Maya, sorry, I think it's Maya, has been Liam's best friend for years, long before Rob came along. They get each other in a way Rob could never, will never understand. And truth number four, Galen, Maya's boyfriend, is sweet, handsome, and incredibly charming. He's the definition of a golden boy, even with the secrets up his sleeves. So, one of those truths is a lie, and it is a lie that is going to make things go very poorly for them. And that's kind of the summary of this book. So let me just be straight up. I hated this. I just hated it. And I'm gonna go into a little bit more detail about why I don't feel this book did a very good job. So first of all, one of my main first problems is that there were a ton of fourth wall breaks, just constantly breaking the fourth wall, and I don't think that was well done at all. Rob spends a lot of time talking to us as readers, and he tries to end like every chapter on this like profound life thought, and it just comes off as odd, oddly worded, sometimes irrelevant to what he has just figured out, and it's really frustrating from beginning to end. The female character, Maya, was just a throwaway female character, and I don't think you really got to know a lot of the characters in this book very well. I mean, that's not how it's built, but she just, she changed personalities constantly throughout the book. As soon as Rob had some kind of new revelation about her, then her character would change completely to fit that new revelation. Additionally, Liam, Rob's boyfriend, says that he became friends with Mia because she was really smart, but pretended she wasn't, and that made her different. Which is a cliche that I just abhor. I hate that cliche. Girls who are smart but pretend to be stupid and that makes them different and interesting? No. No, no, no. No, no. Every relationship, romantic, friend relationship, any of them didn't really work. They all felt really forced, and I think that this is also connected to the fact that not just Maya, but a lot of the characters would change personalities dramatically pretty often. No one felt consistent, and therefore their relationships were very strange. And one of the main things I also wanted to talk about is that this book was way too short to do what it was attempting to do. So first of all, this is how short the book is. It is 262 pages long, however, you have to look at the print. This is the print size. It is like middle grade print size, okay? Like, wow. So I read this book in a grand total of like an hour and a half, maybe, I think, and the problem was that it was so short that it didn't give any of the elements enough time to really work. I would blink and they would be over, which is incredibly frustrating because I think with more pages and a bit more development, maybe the characters could have been figured out slightly more so they didn't feel like just caricatures thrown into a cliched situation. However, the shortness may have been a strength because I didn't have to spend very long reading it. And I'm not going to tell you the end, obviously, because this is a spoiler-free review, but the plot twist ending was ridiculous and tropey, and I've seen it numerous times, and I was so annoyed by the end that I actually rolled my eyes as I read it, because I was like, are you serious? That's what I read this book for this? Okay, so my rule is with books, I don't give 1 star very often. That is a very rare number to give. And the only reason I would give a book 1 star is because I decided it was completely irredeemable, there was just nothing of substance, and I didn't enjoy a single part of it. I did not give this book 1 star. So let me tell you about the reason that I did not give it 1 star. The thing that I found semi-redeemable was that it is compulsively readable. Once you start, you kind of have to finish, even though I found myself being annoyed with the characters and the decisions and the odd settings that they were put in. I didn't really want to put it down. I was curious about how it was going to end. I had a lot of logistical questions throughout, such as why would you let 4 teenagers go and spend a weekend together in an abandoned cabin when they're all still in high school? Like, as a parent, I would not be cool with that. I know my parents wouldn't have been cool with that, so yeah. Anyway, but it was compulsively readable in that way, as well as the fact that it did do a good job in the middle of being very suspenseful. It read like an old school, cabin in the woods, kind of ridiculous horror movie, and that was done actually fairly well. There were points in the middle when I was honestly a little bit on the edge of my seat, which is a strength to make me at least somewhat frightened or to make me want to turn pages faster to find out what happens to characters. That is just strong writing. So it was frustrating that a lot of other elements of this book I didn't think were very well written because I thought that those suspense elements were actually done fairly well. But yeah, those parts in the middle really reminded me strongly of the atmosphere of the Blair Witch Project, that there is an entity out there, it is causing a lot of stuff to go down, and the main characters are all kind of turning on each other and they're all very scared, and that came across well. So that is the reason that I gave this book 2 stars instead of 1 star, because I do think that that element was done well. So yeah, in the end, I gave this book 2 out of 5 stars. It was frustrating. I didn't like the ending, and I had a real problem with the characters. Yeah, that's how I felt about this book in general. Okay guys, there you go. That's my review of 3 Truths and a Lie. I don't think I've ever done a review quite that negative before, but I really needed to talk about how I felt about this book because I think that it had a lot of issues, and that was super disappointing to me as a person who's, this has been on my anticipated releases of 2016 for the whole year. I hope that you guys appreciated a little bit of criticism regarding this book. There are some strong reviews on Goodreads, so if you want to go read those, get opposing opinions, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!